amount of XP I was getting was absolutely amazing. I instantly knew that I had to get back home with all of these levels. I needed to enchant. But whilst I was trying to get back to my portal, something unimaginable happened. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was getting sabotaged by an entire army of piglins. They were blocking my exit. After taking some time to calculate my next move, I went for it. With one big leap, I was able to make it over all the piglins' head. Although I took some full damage, I was able to get safely back home. By the time I got back, my axolotls were ready to breed. So I did this and it brought me a step closer to getting full axolotl tools. But more importantly, it was time to enchant. I went straight down to my enchantment table and enchanted a fresh diamond pickaxe. The enchant I got wasn't the best, but I knew I could disenchant this later. It was now time to enchant what really mattered, the axolotl sword. The reason this enchant was so important is because it would determine how hard the fight would be against the king axolotl, seeing as this would be the sword that I would use. On my first enchantment, I got the best enchant I could have asked for. Having sharpness 4 was going to be great. I then put the grindstone down and took the enchantment off my diamond pickaxe. It was now time to try again. And well, I got a basic enchant, but the enchantment on this diamond pickaxe wouldn't really matter that much, seeing as I would be getting an axolotl pickaxe later. On day 40, I saw I was making great progress with the axolotls. I would only need a few more to make full axolotl gear, but I also had to remember that I would be using an army of these to defeat King Axolotl later. Between days 41 and 48, I got a bunch more quartz for XP, and then headed back home to breed my axolotls. It was now time to make some progress on all of the axolotl tools. Once all of the axolotls were done breeding, I picked some up in a bucket, and it was time to make the axolotl pickaxe. Not only was I excited to see what this thing was going to look like, but I was more excited to see the abilities that it was going to give me. I placed the axolotls where they needed to be, and here it was, the axolotl pickaxe. I couldn't believe it. I was making great progress on the full axolotl gear set, and knew just what I had to do. It was time to enchant this pickaxe. I put it inside the enchantment table and, well, my first enchant wasn't the best. It was a silk touch pickaxe and I knew I wanted some type of fortune on this